Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this is going to be your Raid Shadow Legends community update wrap-up video to get your Monday kicked off, because it is Monday, April 26th, and we've got a lot going on. We've got a brand new type of boosted dungeon drop event. We got to talk about that. And then also, I'll talk about this content creator quiz that I was in and get you all caught up on the tournaments, events. We'll grade the offers, everything you need to know heading into this week. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, a huge thank you to Plarium for inviting me to take part in the content creator quiz that I was in with Jay Giggs and Hell Hades. There is a news post about this in game. If you want to see this, you just click read more and then click details and it'll pull that up. So massive shout out to Jay Giggs and Hell Hades, good friends of mine, and it was fun to do this with them. So if you want to check that out, the pop-up is in game. And then the Under Priest Brogni crazy fusion event that has been very taxing on everybody is coming to a close here in a few days. And we are basically at the point where it is what you see is what you get. I've got the calendar there pulled up. You can see there it is going to end on the 29th, and it's the 26th currently. And there are no more new tournaments or events launching. So we're going to have to get those fragments that we have in game. You're just going to have to focus on those events and tournaments. We'll go over all that in a second. And then that's going to be the end of it. And hopefully, if you were going for Under Priest Brogni, you were able to get him. I'm probably going to fuse him tomorrow. I'm going to be getting kind of the last of the fragments today. We'll develop these champions. Then I'll probably fuse him tomorrow. So I hope if you were going for this guy, it worked out for you and you were able to line yourself up to get him here in the next couple days. And we are just coming off of a wild 10x event that featured an amazing epic in Deacon and an amazing legendary in Necrit. Now, I did have a video where I YOLO'd, thanks to my good friend Tominator Z, coming in hot on stream. We YOLO'd for Necrit on my main account. I have a link to that video up there. If you haven't seen that yet, it was some shenanigans and some good fun. But I hope the 10x Void event went well. I shouldn't call it a 10x Void event. I say that because everybody's playing for Necrit. But I hope the 10x event went well for you and you were able to get what you were going after, or at least get something useful for your account. Now, if you're curious, since we just had a 10x, this weekend, if they go by their normal rotation, we should get a 2x event. And if they go by the normal rotation, the way they do the shards, this weekend should be 2x Sacreds, launching in about 5 days on Friday. So if all holds true on the normal course, this weekend on Friday, we should get 2x Sacreds. And now we need to talk about this special dungeon event that's going to be starting already tomorrow. So this is the first I've heard of an event like this personally, and it's going to be starting tomorrow right out the gate. So something new that Plarium's going to be trying. They're going to be boosting an artifact set in a dungeon where it's going to drop more often than the other sets. As far as I know, we've never seen something like this in the game. I've been playing since basically day one, and I've never seen them like boost the drop rate of a faction in the spider or a certain artifact set in the dungeons or anything. I got a few screenshots to show you here that we'll walk through. So we've got this one here. You can see on the bottom right, we've got by the battle symbol, the drop frenzy. And then if I go to the next one, so this is what it would look like in the battle tab. When you click on that battle tab, you'll see the drop frenzy there. Now this one, don't get confused, don't get deceived. It's not going to be for the accuracy set. It's going to be in the Fire Knight dungeon for the stun set. Now, this is some sort of promotional artwork or concept artwork they must have had on hand that they shared with us, but it's not going to be for the accuracy set. This is just a placeholder. This is just promo artwork to show you what it would look like, but the first one's going to be for the stun. So you see that there on the dungeon banner, and then right here, you can see this one shows Dragon, and it's got a ×10 for the accuracy set. Now, when they told us about it, it says ×2, not ×10. So we may see it implemented a little bit differently in the game. It's just kind of showing you where those icons are going to pop up. And then the last one I have to show you is right here. When you click on the dungeon to select the level, you can see the current set that is boosted up there on the very top of the artifact drop. So personally, I think it's a cool idea. I think it'll help spice things up a little bit in game. I'm all for it. I'm all for trying new mechanics and giving players opportunities to target their energy and prioritize what they want to farm. For those of you that are really going for a stun set, you'd be super excited to farm the Fire Knight during that time. We could get things like the speed set event and the Dragon. I'm sure that'll be wild if they ever release that. So I'm all for trying it as a new mechanic. As long as they implement it well in game, I think it'll be a net positive. It's something that will add some flavor to the game. So that buffed stun set event will be starting tomorrow already, so keep an eye out for that if you are interested. That'll segue me into tournaments, and you can see the Fire Night tournament. That's probably going to be a countdown to when that stun event is going to start. I would assume it would start at the same time of the Fire Night, so you can see the countdown of when that's probably going to start. But remember, we've got champion training. We got another champion training to focus on. The tournament right here, you've got the 15 fragments and the 20 fragments on the right side. So if you're going for Brogni, you definitely want to focus on the champion training tournament. You've got just over a day left on that. And then there's also a spider tournament going on that you have less than a day left. And there's the 15 fragments over here on the right. And remember, what you see is what you get in terms of the fusion events. So you got to get those fragments. And on the home stretch here, if you're really going for Brogni, that'll segue me into the events. And right now, it is a dungeon diver and an artifact enhancement both for Brogni. So these tournaments and events are going to be wrapping up the Brogni fusion. You can see here, dungeon divers, you got to make sure you get to this 3625. Like I said, I'll probably hit this today, get the champions, then I'll work on them today, and then hopefully fuse Brogni tomorrow. And if you're curious about a guide on Brogni, if you've already got him fused, I did do a dedicated video already about Brogni where I tested him out on the test server and have an infographic for him and all that. I'll link to that video up there if you want to check that out. If you're getting Brogni and you want to kind of refresh your mind and watch the dedicated guide. Artifact enhancement, you've still got just over a day on that, but the 3300 is definitely the threshold to get to because that is the fragments here for the artifact enhancement event. But now let's go ahead and dive into the offers, see if there's anything worth getting after here today. All right, so right out the gate, we've got the $40 hot offer. Let's see how it grades out. 1.5 million. Gems of 500. 100 brews. And then we've got the 6 5-star chicken in honor of the champion training at 1.36. So, yeah, not going to be worth it in my opinion. Then remember, we are getting 2x sacreds this weekend. So that would be kind of the shards to prioritize in offer sheets. Here is your monthly offer. We're on the last week of the month, obviously. So you've got just over 4 days left to decide on that if you want to scoop up the monthly pack. The Mega Mix Pack. This is another kind of champ training themed one here with a bunch of chicken. It's probably going to be better than a 1.36 if I had to guess. This one has no silver, 350 gems. What is that? 160 brews. We got 5 days of XP. And then a lot more chicken here. So it's going to be 8 and then 10. Yeah, so 2.01. This one is definitely way better than the hot chicken pack here. The Mega Mix Pack is definitely way better. In my opinion, it is still something I would pass on, but if you're trying to pick, if you're just itching to spend, that one's definitely better. That's my kind of pack right there, okay? And then we've got the 6-star Destroy set. That's pretty easy to, and self-explanatory, and we're not going to pay $25 for some epic Destroy gear. And then before I let you go here really quickly, we are hearing some weird things about Underpriest Brogni, things that I've just kind of heard on Discord within the community and stuff. Like the passive is not always proccing, and then if you've got him in a stun set, the passive can stun people. Plarium is aware of some of these bugs going on with Brogni, so hopefully he will be working as intended very soon here. And then when I get my Brogni like today, I'll dive in and do a bunch more testing, and I'll let you guys know exactly how that's going. I'll keep you up to date. And also, sorry, one more thing before I let you go. I am working on launching the next free-to-play competition. The last one was definitely successful and a lot of fun. We ended up setting the world record with the person that won it. Shout out to Asparagus Gaming, setting the world record for the free-to-play Arbiter in like 63 days and won the free-to-play competition in like 43 days or something like that. It was just craziness. I'm working on getting the next one launched. I'm going to try to get that announced this week and let you know the details, draft the document, get the approval from Plarium, because I need Plarium's help. When I host a free-to-play competition, they have to look into the accounts for me to verify that the account was actually free-to-play, because I won't be able to know it or hold people accountable on that. So I need to work in tandem with them. As soon as I get their blessing that they're willing to look into the accounts for me and make sure everything's free-to-play, I am going to get that next competition announced so we can do another free-to-play competition. It will be a little bit different. The last one was the first person to get dungeon 20s cleared of all the different dungeons. This one's going to be a little bit different. I'm still ironing out exactly how we're going to do it, but I'm hoping to get that prize pool and competition and everything announced this week. So as always, for my announcement videos, there will be a link down below. If you watch this right away, I'm probably going to be live on Twitch for the next few hours, so you can go ahead and come hang out if you would like to discuss some of the stuff going on and just hang out and talk some raid. But that'll do it for me on this one. So as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.